What was the most embarrassing moment you found out was caught on camera? I thought I was alone. That's the worst part. I thought it was just me, the bathroom mirror, and that god-awful pop song from middle school blasting in my headphones. I wasn't even singing. I was performing. Like a full-on lip-sync concert. Air guitar, backup dancer moves, spinning around, pointing at my reflection like I was playing to a stadium of screaming fans. This was my ritual, my guilty pleasure. Something I'd done since I was 13 and somehow never outgrew. It felt harmless until it wasn't. It was a Friday afternoon. I'd just gotten home from work, dumped my bag, and went straight into my usual routine. Pop in the earbuds, hit play, and unleash my inner diva in the bathroom mirror. What I didn't know was that earlier that week, my roommate had installed a new smart home camera system, and for some godforsaken reason, he placed one right outside the bathroom facing the hallway mirror. Just to test the angle, he said later. It had motion detection, it had sound, and worst of all, it had cloud sync, which meant my very private concert got very publicly uploaded. The video sat quietly in our shared drive for 2 whole days. 2 days before I got the message. Not from my roommate, not even from a friend, from my manager, at work. A Slack message with just one line. "This you?" And a link. I clicked completely unprepared, and there I was, belting my heart out, dancing like a possessed puppet, hairbrush mic in hand. I watched in horror as every embarrassing move played out in HD. I didn't even make it to the end. I closed the window, logged off, and seriously considered quitting my job. But the worst wasn't over. Apparently, the drive had auto-sync to our team's Funny Moments folder, because my roommate, who also happened to work in IT at the same company, had once linked our drives for a team project, and forgot to unlink them, so now half the office had seen it. There were memes, GIFs, one guy made a remix, and someone printed out screenshots and taped them to the break room fridge. I didn't talk for 3 days, just showed up, stared at my monitor, and prayed for death or a time machine. Then, on Monday, it happened. I walked into the weekly team meeting, and instead of silence or ridicule, the entire room stood up and clapped. I froze. My manager stood up, holding a fake Grammy. Best solo performance while completely unaware of the camera goes to... I wanted to disappear, but I also kind of laughed, because somehow what should have been the most humiliating moment of my adult life became legendary. People started asking what song it was. Someone made a playlist called Bathroom Bangers. And now, every Friday, without fail, someone plays that exact track on the office speakers. It's tradition now. I'm not saying I'm proud, but I'm not ashamed anymore either. That video, it weirdly gave people something to smile about. And maybe, just maybe, it reminded them it's okay to be ridiculous sometimes. Because we all are, just maybe not always on camera.